This is a Stand Up Labs production, powered by digital media.
Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me.
Ah! Holy hell, hot tamale. You know what it is, folks. It's Tuesday. I don't know if it's midnight. I don't know if it's 8 a.m. I don't know if it's 3 p.m. But either way you're listening, could be Wednesday to you. Who knows? But I'm Mark Norman. That's Joe the Wolfman Listerine.
Jumpin' Joe, the Wolfman, I'm gay.
Yes, he is. He's got a dick in his ass to prove it. All right. Wouldn't that be weird if you had to prove it by getting fucked?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think they probably did that the Vietnam days. They try to get out of the draft.
Aha.
Remember I had that idea for the movie.
What's that now?
But it's just all of them trying to get out of the draft. I told you about the guy in the Springsteen book. He dumped milk on his head.
Like to say he was crazy?
No, because it would go sour and then he smelled like shit.
Ah, right.
But like, I wonder if they would make you prove it. They'd go, I'm gay, and then, well, suck my dick and enjoy it.
Yeah, I guess. And if you're gay, maybe you would.
Yeah, I think so.
But it's still gay rape either way.
What do you mean?
Well, it's still suck my dick.
Oh, yeah.
What if you don't like the guy?
Well, here's the problem that a lot of men have. A lot of male rape victims, which there are. Some.
Yes, I've been one.
The male rape victims, what happens sometimes, I think, is they come because there's that gland or whatever back
prostate.
there. The prostate gland.
Uh-huh.
And they'll hit it just right, and they'll blow their load everywhere, and then they have extra shame. They go, I got raped and fucked in the ass, and I came.
And
so it's
I
like
came.
the shame of the rape, and then also the shame of the coming. It's a real
Yes.
issue. I think that happens to women sometimes too.
And they come.
I think probably less likely because you need a clit stimuli.
Yeah. Boy, that would be a bummer. Sometimes it's hard to get a girl off, and then if she got raped and that guy got her off, I'd be like, Jesus.
I know. Well, that's the problem, and sometimes they feel weird because they're like, am I wrong for getting this? Have you watched The Keepers yet?
The Keepers. No,
Everyone's talking about
is
it.
that the elves?
Netflix. It's the new hot true crime story docu-series. It's like Making a Murderer. I think it's better than Making a Murderer.
Whoa, you like something? Get
Well,
out of here.
These are great. Well, The Jinx is the best show ever created.
Jarecki.
That's the best thing ever made. The goatee, and we've talked about it, the goatee and sideburns are an issue.
That's a problem, yeah, but that's a hell of a tune-in.
Hell of a picture, and then Making a Murderer was good, but a lot of fat.
A lot of fat. Jeez, it was like a kid in Cleveland. It was huge.
A lot of chub, but I got a chub right now, as a matter of fact. But
I can taste it.
But The Keepers is wonderful.
All right, I'll
And
check it out.
I got to tell you, it's been talked about, and I don't want to offend anyone directly or indirectly, but this
Please.
Catholic Church, my God,
They're
they're
out,
horror.
out to lunch, these people. They're getting away with murder.
Out to lunch is the understatement of the hour. I mean, they're doing some serial rape across the planet.
With the kids?
Yes.
Yeah. They're touching those kids, all right.
And as far as rape goes, kid rape, all rape horrific, but the kid rape,
Got to be the worst.
certainly.
Because they don't even know what's happening. At least the lady's like, oh, this is that thing I've heard about called rape.
Well, and it's a little easy. I mean, not easier is a general, not a general term, a what do you call it? Relative term.
Yes.
To go, this is not my fault. This guy's a psychopath. These children, they don't know what's from who.
That's true, and they got a big hymen in there.
And the problem is, these people that are in the Catholic Church and the school, most likely they believe in God, so they really believe that God is punishing them and that God is watching. And
Yeah.
it's a real, this God stuff. I mean, God bless you, whatever. That's ironic. Whatever gets you through the night, of course. Whatever you believe. I'm not taking from anyone's beliefs, but it makes it trickier when you think that there's a God watching you.
Right, yeah. Well, all right, I'm going to throw this out there, and feel free to come in my coffee. But, you got these, like some poor kid in Africa. He's got no electricity, no running water, but he's super happy.
Okay.
All right, because he doesn't know any better.
Right.
But some kid gets raped 3 times a week. This is all he knows. Is it still horrible?
Yes, it's all he knows, but he's getting raped. I mean, you know that something is wrong. You think that...
Do you? I mean, putting a cock in your mouth, maybe to him it's like a vegetable.
Yeah, you know it's unpleasurable, for sure.
Right. Well, the anal chafing has got to be brutal.
Yeah, you know it's not good.
Yeah.
And then they do this, in this movie particularly, they go, hey, well, God was watching and you're a sinner. And they don't know any better. They just go, oh, I guess I'm a sinner.
Right.
And the story in the show, she gets, molested by her uncle. And then she goes to confessional and says, hey, my uncle's raping me over here.
Yes.
And then this guy uses this opportunity to go, well, then you're a sinner, and you got to drink my jizz.
Yeah. Gee, I got to rewatch Spotlight.
Spotlight's great, but Keepers is amazing because it's documentary. I mean, they're both, of course, real.
Oh, it's
things.
real.
Oh, it's real, yeah.
Oh, I
That's what I'm
thought you were
talking.
saying it was-
Docu-series, Making Murder, The Jinx.
Ah, got it. You're right. Got it.
Doc-U.
Got it. Excuse me.
Fuck you, Doc-U.
Uh-huh.
It's really, what do you call it? Thrilling and...
Gritty?
Gripping.
Gripping!
It gripped me.
So
I
is-
watched the whole thing in one day.
Is it all kid fucking?
Well, there's adult fucking as well,
Oh,
and there's
all right.
a murder. There's a murder involved. A nun was
Ooh.
murdered. This, not Sister Kathy. I won't do any spoilers, but she's murdered, and then they investigate the murder, and they come to find there's all this crazy abuse. Father Maskell, one of the worst people
Oh,
ever.
I saw your tweet or whatever. I was like, what the hell does this mean?
Yeah, he's a bag of shit.
I thought he was a sports announcer.
No, he's the worst father of all time.
Bad father.
He's a bad guy, pure evil, and these people, it makes you want to just beat them to death. I want to
Yes.
physically, like with a brick, just beat them to death.
It'd be nice.
And burn the whole fucking thing down. And
Well, it's like the movie Sleepers. You ever see that one?
yes, I did.
Yeah, well, they, if you don't know, these kids got raped as a youth, and then they grow up and find the guy who did it and beat the hell out of him.
Yeah, I just want to. It's what can you do? It's tragic, and these crimes against the children. It's the worst thing you can do because you're just ruining all these lives ruined.
Robbing of them of their innocence.
And then their parents' lives are ruined, and their kids' lives are ruined. It's a ruin. It ruins.
And you know what the craziest thing about pedophilia is? A lot of these kids get raped and they become pedophiles. It's almost like a vampire situation where you get bit, and now you're the thing.
Yes, they either become very protective or they become very. Rawr.
Yeah, their rods and cones are all twisted, because it's like seeing porno too young, but times a million.
Yes, it's all learned behavior.
Yes.
That's what I want. That's why I wish the one flaw I had in this film. I wish they got more into Maskell's origin story.
Ooh.
Did he get bit by a bat? Did he come from another planet? What happened with this guy?
Did you Google?
I haven't Googled yet because it's a whole thing.
Aha.
But boy, it's a hell of a picture. You should check it out.
I can't wait.
Yesterday was Memorial Day. We planned the big park hang. 70
Yes.
people invited, and the weather stunk. Don't you hate when weather just ruins the plan?
Hey, well, look, you're talking to an ex-skateboarder. When it would rain, our whole day was shot. It was brutal. So I hate the rain.
Our day was ruined. Remember
Yeah.
Kramer? The weather would bum me out. And then I had all these people. It was nice because all these people were texting going, hey, is this thing still on?
Oh, there you go.
So we would have had a hell of a group, which is
Oh,
good
yeah.
to know.
I was ready.
Tried to put together a park hang. Didn't end up happening because the shit weather. But instead, Sarah and we sat in and watched every episode of The Keepers.
There you go. Not a bad day.
I thought it was about goalies. That's why I watched it. Hello, folks.
I thought it was about hoarding.
Imagine my surprise.
So you didn't have any chums over?
No chumps. I met up with Stavros for lunch, and he had a hell of a friend named Jesse, who was a sweet, beautiful gal who was really intelligent and kind.
Stav's got a dame?
No, I think they're just friends.
Well, he's working on something.
But Stavros is one hell of a guy. You see him,
Cute.
he's all slippery looking.
Yes, he's very slick.
Yes.
Even his beard, I'm like, how does it stay on those rosy cheeks?
If I was a girl, I'd go for Stavros.
Wow.
I'd say, hey, he's a fat fuck, but I'll suck his dick twice and stick
I
my
don't
finger in
know.
his ass.
I imagine his penis being curly like a pig's tail.
Oh, I don't know about that. Well, if it is, what you do is you hold your nose and you kind of blow out with your mouth shut. It's like
just straighten
unpopping
it
your
out.
ears. Yeah, it goes,
I
"Whoop,"
see.
and it'll
Yeah.
straighten out. I had a bout with that in 5th grade.
Ah,
2 days.
about time. Well, jeez. I got to check out Keepers, and I got to check out Stavros Dong, I guess.
Yeah, we went to the Chicken Shack. You ever go to the Chicken Shack?
No, I've been to the Chicken Hut.
Really?
I've been to the Chicken House.
I've never heard of the Chicken Hut. Is it related to the Pizza the Hut?
No. That's a different Spaceballs character. But you've been to Crazy Chicken. Pollo
No,
Loco.
But I dated one. Hello.
Hey! There we go, folks.
No, I've never been to any of those.
All right.
Tell me about some.
There's one on 2nd Avenue and 3rd, right across from the old Mars Bar. Remember that place?
El Pollo Loco.
No, that's L.A. We don't have that here.
Oh, we don't.
But there's one on, what is that called?
You think they'd migrate east?
I know. Yeah, that's true.
Now turn me east.
What's that place called on 2nd Avenue and 3rd Street? It's a big chicken joint. They claim they have the original chicken sandwich, which is a bit of a
Burger King.
bullshit lie. But yeah, pretty good.
We
Pretty
should
good
open a
stuff.
business and just start claiming stuff.
What do you, like, hey, best milkshake on the planet?
First, let's go first. First fucking pair of tits. First pizza slice.
Wow, the first pair of tits have got to be pretty old.
Yeah, I think probably a Nat Geo situation.
That milk is rotten.
Rotten milk. Do you hate us? We have a lovely girl enjoying the show.
What are you, an intern? I am. Oh, fun. Well, could you get me some coffee? No, I'm just kidding. All right. What do you got on that chicken joint there, Matt?
I'm struggling right now. I'm working on it.
It's not even important. I'm a vegetarian.
You know what's great? Here's a place that I know about that's terrific. If you're in the area, folks, Jackson Heights, Mr. Chicken.
Mr. Chicken.
Yeah, I'm using this Yelp 24.
Come again?
Yelp Eats. It's called Yelp Eats 24.
24 what?
Eats 24 of anything, whatever you give
Oh,
them.
wow. That's a lot of potatoes.
No, I think it means like 24 hours.
Ah, like the TV show.
The amount of hours in the day.
Jack Braun. Was it Jack Braun?
Jack Bauer.
Bauer. Thank you.
I never watched that program, but I saw plenty of bits about how he never takes a shit.
All right. All day.
Yeah, because it's like an actual real time. How come he never brushes his teeth or sucks his own dick
Uh-huh.
or scrubs his nails?
Sure.
Matt's got something cooking.
Oh, what do you got?
Was it blue ribbon?
Blue ribbon
Oh,
chicken.
the blue
Thank you.
ribbon.
Thank you. Pepsi Blue Ribbon won best beer in like 1848.
Still sticking with it.
Hanging on to it. It's on the can.
I enjoyed, I'm going to be on the can as soon as this is over. I had some grapes and tea.
I had Chipotle.
Me too.
Ah.
I got a card for you, courtesy of
Hey.
old Tony Hughes. Big
Thanks.
Tony. Appreciate it, my friend.
Yeah, where were you this weekend?
Oh, boy. That was almost the name of the show. Isn't that crazy?
Where were you this weekend?
What'd you do this weekend?
Yeah, it's a little long.
We thought about calling this program you're listening to, What'd You Do This Weekend? And we found it wouldn't be very Googleable.
Yeah. You know what's fun? Well, I'll get into it, but I talked to a fan, and I said, so I always ask, how'd you hear about the show? And he said, I actually literally Googled funny podcasts, and one of them came up that said, like, Dick Wizard. And he's like, oh, that seems funny. And that's what it was. It was the title.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he said that's what brought him in.
Really? The
Yeah.
Dick Wizard.
It was something like that, but I can't remember what it was. But it was a funny name.
Maybe it was Cock Magician.
No, it's something we've used. Bah.
My ex-girlfriend? All right.
She's being tossed around quite a bit on this ep.
Why, did I say something about her earlier?
Yeah.
What did I say?
I said crazy
Oh,
chick.
the crazy chicken.
Something like that.
Oh, well, it's all jokes, and I love her deeply.
She's dead.
All right.
Here we go. So where were you now?
Oh,
Croatia?
boy. I got to tell you, I'm coming. I got a lot happening here.
I heard. You're booked up solid, but not on the road at the dentist's office.
First of all, the right side of my face is numb. I feel like Bob Dole over here. I got things sagging off.
Well, don't spell potato.
I got, that was quail.
Got it. Great bird. Hell of an egg.
Oh, boy. But yeah, Dole, I got they load you. Here's the thing. I got a lot of anxiety at the dentist. I had a panic attack in the chair. It was a real situation.
Oh,
I had to
wow.
walk around. The guy was walking me. Dr. Ben, this guy's a real savior, a real
Ben.
sweet pie, real Armenian Jew.
Dr. Ben, doesn't he have the rice?
Oh, maybe.
That's Uncle Ben.
Oh, he might be an uncle. I
He
haven't chatted.
could be an MD.
Maybe he's a Renaissance man.
Ah, horrible movie.
Which one was that? Was that Danny DeVito?
You got that right.
It was.
Yeah, the military nonsense.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
DeVito in the military.
Ugh.
He can't even ride a roller coaster.
He's too little.
Very little.
Small man.
Any jizz. So I went down to the dentist to see Dr. Ben,
Yeah.
and I got I got to get a cleaning. You know what I mean?
You got to get it.
Let me clean it out. Because I went to the dentist because I had a toothache. So I had a root canal. That's well documented. It was a real nightmare. I talked about it. I'm gay.
Yes.
So then I still hadn't had a cleaning. Mm-hmm. So I gotta get the cleaning. I'm taking control of my life. I'm going to therapy. I'm sucking dicks. I'm doing push-ups. I go over there and I say, hey, you gotta clean me out. So they clean you, and then he goes, everything looks good. And I go, great. And then he says, you got 3 cavities.
Oh!
So I go, what'd you say everything looks good for?
Yeah.
And he goes, well, it looks good, but you got cavities.
It's a good-looking cavity.
Well, those are 2 different things in my asshole.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's a bad place for a cavity.
The whole thing is a cavity.
I guess it is a cavity search.
Essentially, yeah, it's a hole. I mean, what is a cavity except a hole?
That's a hole.
An ass cavity.
Anal cav.
Cavity sex.
Aha.
Cleveland cavities. All right. We lost Mark. He passed away.
I don't know what a Cleveland cavity is.
Cleveland Cavalier. Cleveland Cavity.
Okay, I see.
It was something.
All right. I was trying to figure it out.
Well, keep in mind that my cheek and 2 teeth and nostril are numb right now. Mm-hmm. And now I got a new feeling that's pointy. I got something shard in there. It's cutting my tongue up.
Oh, God.
I don't know what the hell's going on over here. So I just left the dentist's office. I have a panic attack. I'm walking around. It's a nightmare. He calms me down. I relax. He does the filling. It's a whole thing. You get a bite guard where they jam a thing in there so I don't bite his teeth.
Yes.
Then he's got some flap he puts over. The times have changed. I mean, I've been to the dentist since 91.
They got new stuff.
It's all wacky whirly. So he does the business, and he goes, all right, you're all set. We're done. And I go, great. And he goes, I put 2 temporary fillings in. I went, uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Temporary. And he goes, you need 2 root canals. Not 1, but 2 root canals. I need 2 additional root canals.
What is a root canal for the layman at home and me?
They fucking dig into the hole. It's a cavity that goes all the way down into to the root.
Oh, the root.
To the nerve.
Good band.
So they fucking dig down in there to the nerve, and they pull the whole fucking nerve right out of your head.
Just so you don't feel it.
Then because it's a bad nerve, it's a place for bacteria, I guess. Now, the first one I had, my tooth hurt.
Yeah.
I had a tooth pain.
Like in Castaway.
So they went and took care of it.
Yeah.
But these 2, they don't even hurt.
Huh.
But he lifted up the thing. Here's what happened. So I guess back in the 90s, back in 91, I had these fillings, and the technology has progressed. Mm-hmm. So they had shitty fillings back then. So the filling back then, stuff got underneath there. Now the tooth is all right. He showed me photo. I'm like, I don't need to see the photos.
Ooh, that's crazy.
And it's $500. I'm like, are you filling it with Wi-Fi and an HBO subscription?
Sure, when you got the whole NHL package in there.
$500, baby. So he showed. He goes, look at it, it's rotten. It looks like, it looks like an old pool with no water in it, and then it got rusted over.
Oh, a couple kids skateboarding in there.
I got a half pipe in my cock.
Aha.
So I got to go back. I got to have 2 fucking root canals.
Wow.
And they're all like, between the root canal and the crown, it's like $3,000. So it's going to be $9,000 total.
Call me a homo, but can't they figure out what to put in there to fill it? I mean, it's a hole. Put some cement in there and move on.
I don't understand. That's what they have to do, but they have to take the nerve out because the nerve is going to go bad at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then I got all these people texting me going, are you sure he's not ripping you off? And
Right.
root canals are rip out. And I'm like, well, how am I supposed to know this? It's like going to the mechanic. I mean, I can't just keep going to dentist. This is a different dentist from the last dentist.
Oh, is it different?
I went to one dentist. He said root canal. Everyone said, oh, you don't have a root canal, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
So I went to the better, more expensive dentist, the one with the nice office and the cool seat and the nifty chairs and the hot
Yes.
girls on the Upper West.
Yes.
Big Jew.
Yes.
All the signs you want from a dentist.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, you need 2 root canals. So what am I supposed to do? Just go, no, and then I got to go to another dentist. And now he has to start the whole process over. Now it's $300 for the assessment and the boobly bips.
Yeah.
And then after all that, he goes, you need a root canal. And I go back to the other root canal. I can't keep doing it. I'm trying to get this fucking done.
We need to talk to a dentist. Please, call in.
He is a dentist.
I need to talk to a different dent.
But I'm on 3 dents over here.
All right.
And we haven't even got to the wisdom teeth yet, which is a whole other fucking pile of potatoes.
You still got those?
I got all those.
Oh, you got a mouthful of hammers.
I got a type 2 mouth with a side of fucking root canal.
Yeah, you do. Jeez Louise,
But the
fatty.
money, my God, the money.
Yeah, it's a lot of income.
They can come in there and seal it up. So now I got temporary fillings, and then I booked the root canal for next Friday. I picked up a gig, this Friday, if you're listening, I got picked up a gig at University of Florida,
Oh, fun. U of F.
Gainesville. I've been there before. It's a hell of a school.
Is that the black school?
No,
Oh, I did
it's a black football team, basketball team.
Florida Atlantic.
Oh, that's different.
I bombed horribly.
Florida, this is the basketball and football juggernaut.
Aha.
The Gators.
Gainesville, a cool town.
That's a college town. It's fun.
Yeah, it's all right.
Not bad. So I booked that. So I had to call and then reschedule. They go, you can do the following Friday, but now you got to worry about it's a temporary filling. So they're worried that the temporary filling is going to be part of my hot dog.
Ah, jeez, not a hot dog.
So it's a whole situation.
You got to rig 'em a roll there. Cooking.
Yeah.
Well, now, what's a root canal put you out for? Like a day or two?
Well, last time I had the root canal, I just went and hosted a show. I did that benefit show for the Planned Parenthood. Thanks for coming, everybody.
That's another hole you filled up.
Yeah. So, it just sucks. It sucks because you're sitting there and your mouth is all strapped open and pulled wide, and they numb you up. It's just it's not pleasant. I went
No.
straight to therapy, and Alan, our therapist, he was like, that's reality. What are you going to do? It sucks. He's like, it sucks. That sucks.
Except that it sucks.
That's what you got to do. You got to go, it's reality, and it sucks, and it's a bummer. They have high suicide rate, these dentists. Did you know that?
They're like number 1 and 2 after cop.
Because everybody hates them. I heard dentists were number one. That's what Alan told me. He said therapists were up there, too.
4 out of 5 dentists agree.
Well, feel bad. Don't kill yourselves, dentists, but you're a bummer. That sucks to have a job that you're a fucking bummer. Everyone's bummed out about you.
Not only are you a bummer, but your whole gig is looking in people's mouths. It just smells and plaque and fungi and bacteria. Ugh.
It's disgusting. Hungry eye. Eric eye.
iPhone.
Eye of the tiger. It's a
DUI.
It's a fucking bummer. And he's showing me the photos, and I'm like, you got to stop showing me these photos. I don't want to see the inner workings of my rotten tooth.
I'm dying to see your herpes-infested dong, and now I want to see your root-infested canal.
Well, the dick I can put on the table. We got a lovely intern over here, and she's very lovely.
She's seen a few.
You ever see a herpy dick? She's
Yeah,
shaking her
that's a
head no,
yes.
but saying maybe. So that was
Yeah.
mixed signals.
Well, she's from Jersey.
It's not a pretty sight. She's not from Jersey. She's from Ohio. Both are wrong? All right. Upstate?
Michigan,
Upper West?
California.
Long Island? Connecticut? New England?
It's close.
Me too.
With California.
Sort of.
So you've seen
And-
herpes.
Yeah, Connecticut. They got Hartford and
Oh, yeah.
knows?
Yale. Stanford.
the city that works, Stanford.
City that herps. All right.
Well, it's just a bummer. The whole thing's a bummer. I don't know
Sorry,
what to
man.
say.
You're a grown up, and you had a bad hand dealt.
Yeah, I'm trying to be courageous and go and take control, and go and do it. But
Good for you.
It's a fucking punch in the dick. But then, hey, you know what I think about? I think about the keepers, and I think about 14-year-old girls getting double teamed in the fucking office, and I go and get my teeth numb, and it's a root canal, and it sucks.
Yes, and it sucks to do something for yourself where it's hard and painful, and then you still have to pay. You're like, wait, why do I have to pay? I just got my ass kicked.
A ton, not
ton.
just a little bit of money, a
Yeah.
fucking lot of money,
Brutal.
a lot of money.
You poor guy. I feel bad for you, and stay strong, and all the Tuesdays are behind you here.
Yeah, hit me up Tuesday. Forget the Chipotle gift card. I need a fucking tooth gift card.
You need a dental card.
It's I want to just take my own life. Maybe I'm eating too much Chipotle.
We don't get dental in this business, folks, so that's coming right out of POC.
I've read, everyone tells me that dental insurance is a real ripoff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because you get a free cleaning, but you still have to pay. It doesn't actually cover the root canal and yippity yop and bippity boop. I think we got some healthcare problems in this country.
That's what I hear. Trump, Obama, Canada, they get stuff.
Who knows?
We
I
got
don't know the
nothing.
answer. That's the problem. I got no answers.
No, you got some.
Well, I can answer how much a root canal costs.
Yeah, what is it, $9,000?
For 3.
Woo, they're $3,000 a pop.
Yeah.
Damn, now can I see the photo of the mouth?
He's got them on file. They don't let him leave the office or else,
I'll text him.
All right, Dr. Ben.
Big Ben, he's around here, right?
Right, it's right over there, Upper West Side. I got a big Upper West Side day. I went straight from the dentist right to therapy. I'm doing therapy with my mouth dripping. Straight from therapy to here. We're recording a podcast. Then I'm going to do DePaulo's show. Then back up here for Stand Up New York. And then I'm going home and committing suicide.
Good for you. It's a full day.
Yes, it is. Full gay.
I just, I don't want to throw this at you here because it's good news, but I just finally got my first bed. I bought a bed.
What do you mean? What did you have before?
I had a mattress on the floor like a weirdo.
Oh, mattress on the floor. A good dance song.
Yeah.
Mattress on the floor. Sucker dick whore. Sorry, that was insensitive.
Who was that? Prince?
Sound like Prodigy.
Oh, God, I hated them.
I hated them too. I didn't get it.
hated all those guys. I hated
Snap my picture
Korn.
up.
Korn had some problems.
Corn stinks.
Korn stinks, Cottonmouth Kings, Incubus.
Don't get me started on Limp Bizkit.
Oh, it's all about the nookie. Blow
Oh
me.
my God, that sucked.
I love that guy's trash now. Durst.
Don't forget Tiger Woods. He's having quite a fall from grace.
Well, yeah, he would have had a rough shake already.
But he had a big DUI. He was asleep at the wheel.
Big DUI, all right. He was on some pills and whatnot.
Yeah, I guess so. He was all pilled out, and I hope he gets the help he needs, that kooky black Asian.
Yes.
It's funny, black Asian kind of sounds like Caucasian.
Yeah, that's right.
Black
Black
Asian.
Asian. Uh-huh.
That's how he got in the country clubs. He said it really fast. They were like, well, come on in.
I'm Black Asian. What was that?
Oh, Caucasian, come
Yeah,
on in. They
goody.
went, hey, looks a little odd to me. And they went, nah, he's fine. Then he golfed a hole in two, and they let him go. The rest is history.
Yeah, then he gave him a blazer. They always get a blazer in the golf world.
A green jacket. That's
Oh.
at the Masters.
Yes.
Ironically called the Masters. That sounds a little racial. I don't know if it's ironic, but it sounds a little perturbing.
Well, apparently Tiger Woods' dad was a real stickler.
Stickler?
Like he made him practice like 800 hours a day and
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
let him eat and all that shit.
He was on the Tonight Show when he was like 3,
That's right.
swinging those golf balls.
Yeah.
That's exciting. He got
10,000 hours.
his first late night way before us.
Yeah, well, they need minorities.
Oh, boy. So you got a bed. Tell me about the bed. Was it a Casper?
No, the mattress is a Casper, but the bed is an article.
An article? What's
Yeah.
that mean?
It's an article. It's like
a
John
New York
Candy.
magazine?
Yeah, I'm the real article. Article's a furniture brand, and they make some good shit. I like a nice neo. What is it called?
Nazi.
Mid-century modern.
You got a mid-century modern.
I'm a big mid-mod.
What's that, a 50s?
60s, Mad Men-y, kind of.
Oh, I see.
Sharp angles, weird legs, cool stuff. Very woody.
I got weird legs. Look at these things.
Yeah, those are some shanks.
It's in the other room, this thing.
Yeah.
I'm not evenly placed.
You're a lanky weirdo.
High-waisted.
Yes.
All these girls, tell me if I'm right there. What is it, Cheryl?
Candace. Lori. Uh-huh.
The girls, they like tall, but they don't like lanky. No one likes lanky. You know what I mean? Am I right?
She's all right with a little lank,
I just feel like a tall guy, like Gary Gulman's a tall guy.
but he's beefy.
He's not lanky.
No, he's got a little girth.
I'm lank. My legs are 70% of my body.
You're built like a scarecrow.
And my 10% is my forehead.
5 head, folks.
Get out of here. All right.
Casper mattress.
Mattress to the stars.
Yes, I wouldn't call myself a star, but I've got one, folks, and I love this thing. I've had sex on it today, and it's pretty good. It's obsessively engineered mattress at a shockingly fair price. It combines supportive memory foam, award-winning sleep service, just the right sink, just the right bounce, with over 20,000 reviews and an average of 4.8 stars. It quickly becoming the internet's favorite mattress. I actually wet the bed on this thing, and it's still good.
Wow. Wait.
Designed and developed in the USA.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm just so excited.
Yes.
I get so excited because you can get $50 towards any mattress purchase by visiting www.casper.com/Tuesdays and using the code Tuesdays. Terms and conditions apply, but that's anything. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Get $50 off. Go down there. Use it. Use it.
Use it or lose it, folks.
Tuesdays. What a mattress this thing. I went to your house one time. I bounced on it twice. I threw a quarter and I poured wine on it.
Yeah, and a bowling ball dropped.
Oh my God, that was my testicle.
Everything spilled, but it was very comfortable.
But anyway, well, tell me more about this bed situation. What do you got going on? You
No,
got a big wooden bed
Well,
coming
how,
in?
how about this? So I ordered this bed in January, and it just got here because they had to make it.
They made it.
They made it in Denmark.
Denmark.
Yes.
Wow, I've been to Denmark.
Have you?
Yes, Denmark Normand.
That's me. Yeah, so they made it pre-order like a hamburger at a shitty fast food place where they go, all right, we'll make it. And they sent it in. I finally got it, and I was supposed to get it last week, but these delivery people, they're screwy.
Oh, yeah, definitely screwy.
You know, they're like, we'll be here at 2 a.m. between 2 and 9, and they show up on Thursday between 1 and 3. You're like, come on, you said 2 and 9. I took off work. I always lie and say I took off work so they'll feel bad.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Even though I didn't, because I work at night.
But you work during the day, too.
I guess you're right. I got a pod, I got an audition, I got to masturbate. So there's stuff going on. But yeah, so they finally show up today. They come in, 2 large African Americane.
Nice. Feels good to have them in your house, you know?
Yeah, I offered them some water, then I cleaned the glasses.
You feel like one of the good ones.
Yes.
Hey, I got a couple of blacks in my house.
I tried to hug them, they weren't into it.
I always try to hug. I try to take a photo and hang it on my wall.
Yes.
Like Costanza.
Yeah, they don't like selfies.
Put it up on Instagram. Hey, look at me.
Yes.
I wear my Bernie shirt, and I have a Biggie CD on.
Yeah, I had a black power flag. They didn't notice it.
I got my MLK glasses. And,
I have a big picture of Cosby. Took that down. So yeah, they come in and they go, "Do you want us to put it together for $40?"
That's not bad.
And I go, there's a couple things that go through your mind here. Well, hey, it's my bed. I can put it together. I've put together all my other furniture. Blah blah blah. And you're thinking, I don't need to spend $40. I can do this. I put all the other shit together, and then I realized, fuck it, put it together. I'm going to get a haircut.
Yes.
So I said, yeah, put it together. And they unloaded the box, and it was just nuts, bolts, dicks, jizz, all kinds of stuff falling out of there. I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't have to do that. The guy was hammering shit like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Sounds like Dr. Ben.
It was crazy, yeah. There's sparks flying and shit. I got the hell out of there. I got a Chipotle. I got a haircut, and I came back, and they were done. I gave them $40 and a high five and a pat on the anal.
Wow, you had a little thing for him?
One of them, yeah, he looked like Ving Rhames.
Well, sparks are flying. I assume there's some feelings.
Yeah, he was hot. Sweaty man.
I always pay. I got the cable installed. I had Sarah give the guy $20 to set up on a stand.
Oh,
the TV
nice.
stand. I'm like, I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
But I'm really facing the wrong direction here.
Also, I've put together shit in my apartment before, and I put together this dresser thing, and I had a big swinging door, and the door doesn't click in. You know what I mean?
No click.
It just hits the edge of the wood. So I'm like, and I can't. If I take the whole thing apart, it'll kill me. So it's good to get them put together.
I got the same thing going on. I'm at Amazon. I ordered a little bureau kind of thing, bookshelf with cabinets, and if you hit it like this, the top of it, the door comes open.
Oh no!
It's just barely stuck on there because I got an unlevel floor thing.
You're like Fonzie.
Yes, exactly. Except not as cool.
Yes. You're cool.
Not as cool as Fonzie.
Well, I don't know. It was fun. Let's break it down. He was a 48-year-old guy who was hanging out with high school kids, and he was living in his friend's dad's garage.
That checks out. He's cool.
All right. That's all I need to hear.
But anyways, well, I want to talk about a thing here. Can I talk about a thing real
Please,
quick? Or
I'm
you got
done with
another
the bed.
thing?
The bed's in my house, and I can't wait to have sex with anyone on it.
All right, I'll be there.
Please.
Well, how about this? Speaking of sex and bed and home life,
Yeah.
last time we recorded, last week, right after we were done recording, I hopped on the old train, met up with old Talamash,
Oh, I've heard of her.
went up for the food tasting.
Oh, the wedding stuff.
The wedding tasting, and I'm going to tell you something, pal. You're going to have a hell of a time at this wedding. The
oh,
food
boy, I can't wait.
is over the mountaintop.
Well, wait a minute now, because I don't want to use derogatory terms here, but you're what we known as a picky eater.
I'm a picky eater, but you know what? Sometimes in the right... Here's the thing with my picky eating.
Oh, boy.
I think it's this obsessive-compulsive thing. Once I find something I like, I just want to keep eating it.
Yeah, like pussy.
So sometimes, oh, God, I love it. Mm-hmm. I like the anal, too.
Yeah, I don't mind licking
I'll
that
really
nut.
lip the anal. Laura, can we ask you? You don't have to answer. We'll change your name in post. You ever like your butthole licked at all? You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
You just passed out, folks.
You ever dabble in that area?
All right. Well, how old are you? 14? Huh? 21. Oh,
21.
yeah. The
It's
kids
been
these days, they've
Licked
seen
more
it
than
all.
a stamp.
Yes.
Well, I shouldn't have asked that. I don't know you. That's
How
a very
many licks
personal
to get
question.
to the center? All right. What do you got
But
there?
between you, me, and the lamppost and the table here,
And her anal.
I think these dames, they want their anals licked. They
Of
don't. They want to
course.
say it because
Yeah, why wouldn't they? It's all flavor.
it's a lot to say. Hey, go lick my
Sure,
stink hole, and they're
sure.
embarrassed and they're shy, and there may be a few pubes down there or a dingleberry, of course.
Oh, yeah, a little TP.
But I think when it comes down to it, they want that hole, because it's a dry hole that they'd like to have wet. You want your holes to be wet, your cavities.
Do you want a wet hole?
I think you want a moist hole.
I don't want my schnoz wet.
Well, we're talking about sex here.
What about my belly button?
Hey, I wouldn't mind that being wet.
Ugh.
Come right in there.
Anybody who picks his belly button out, I want to vomit.
Well, it's picking it out because it's dry. If it was wet, he wouldn't have to pick it. He could just slip it.
Yeesh. All right. Well, yeah, I think they definitely want their anals licked, and you're right, they can't say it. But if you just flip them over and jam that tongue in that cornhole, I think they're happy.
Yes, you got to watch out, though, because that's where diseases come from.
Hey, I got a virus from it.
I need 2 root canals because of it.
You got to get the nerves pulled out.
I was nervous. But anyways, so how did we get on this topic? Oh, because the compulsive eating. So I like eating a thing like Chipotle. I know it's good. It's healthy-ish. It's very affordable now because of our fans. Thank you very much, Tuesdays. I really appreciate it.
You're the best.
And so when it comes time to try new food, I was in England with Louis, and he goes, we're getting Indian. I go, all right, I'll eat Indian because I'm here with you and boobily boop. And I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So I don't mind a situation if we're trying it. And then these are like finger foods too. It's all just shit rolled in a little piece of bread. But we got Maryland crab cakes.
Oh!
We got Coney Island the little hot dogs.
Oh, little minis.
Mini hot dogs, baby. The little
love
Vita
it.
dicks.
Now, would you turn away?
We didn't care for the calamari. I'm a calamari fan, but this was a little...
Who needs it? It's a
like
waste.
It felt like a pencil eraser.
Yeah.
I didn't care for it.
It's like fried labia.
Yes.
Although that sounds pretty good.
It does sound pretty good.
I'd like to dip that in some tartar.
I got tartar on my teeth.
Call Dr. Ben.
So we got
the tartar pits.
Maryland crab cakes. We got tiny little Coney Island hot dogs. We got a beef Wellington.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah. So it's something.
Hell of a general.
And then there was some cold snacks too. I don't know, a salmon business or whatever. But they're just the guys that go around. They carry around a thing for like a couple hours. You just eat off of it.
I love it.
And then the dinner will be a fish or chicken option.
Wow.
One's a cod, and the other one's a chicken.
All right.
A local or poyoko, whatever the hell it's called.
Mr. Chicken.
Yes.
Did you try the cod?
I ate it. I loved it. It
Okay.
came with a risotto.
Ooh.
Felt full after it.
Yes. Cod. That's exciting.
Cape Cod,
Yeah, good Cape.
New England.
The Northeast.
Superman wore a cape. But anyway, so it was a hell of a tasting. And then we had the guy, his name is, I don't want to say his full name, but Magliato. He's a real Italian
Asian.
guy.
Oh, yeah.
Pinky ring, nice suit, big guy, and he's like a New York kind of guy. Hey, don't worry about the wedding, the thing, and the boop.
Uh-huh.
And that was fun. But then I feel like he's looking at us like we're retards, you know? Because we don't want anything. We don't have a DJ yet. We don't have a ceremony. We don't have anything. We're like, oh, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do this. Well, the DJ, I guess you have to have it because he provides the microphone and he kind of keeps things running.
Well, pick a nice kid, will you? Don't get one of these cocky dicks.
Well, my fear is the guy that has balloon animals on his head and he's like, everybody on the floor, get out there, Aunt Betty. We're doing the electric slide.
Let Veter DJ.
I always want one guy, he's quiet. You never hear.
Yes, quiet DJ.
A good DJ is like a good referee. You never even hear from him. You don't notice him.
Right.
You know what I mean? You watch a game, you don't go, hell of a ref.
Yeah, but don't
You don't
give
even
him
notice.
I don't want a whistle or an air horn either, though.
No, you can't have any props, anything. We got to really talk to this guy
Yes.
and say, hey, no balloon animals, no construction hat.
Yeah, this is not your art form. You're not performing here. This is my night.
That's what they think. Well, it's Sarah's night, but let's
All
be
right.
honest here.
It's all mine.
Boy, this temporary filling is sharp. It's cutting my tongue.
Oh, yeah?
I don't like it.
What do they got in there? A little cock?
I have no idea.
It's a big cock.
There's been little cocks in there before, I can tell you that.
Well, the Coney Island cock.
But anyways, so it's going to be a hell of a time, but it was a really great, we went up to Tarrytown on the train, and it's just beautiful. And this has happened to us before. The old, we were on the quiet car, but didn't know it.
Oh, boy.
That's a bummer.
That'll get you.
And of course, we're planning a wedding, so we're doing each other's hair, and we're going, ooh, it's going to be fun.
Right.
And it's all these, like, businessmen with 40s just staring at us. They got acne and, like, brown paper bags. And I didn't even know. I was like, what's up with all these guys? They're just jealous because they never got married. And then finally the lady comes on. She's like, you're on the quiet car? And I was like, oh, my God, I had no idea.
Was she working there or she
She worked, and I was like,
Okay.
well, there's really, I was like, I understand there's no sign. And then this one drunk guy, he stands up and he taps his pen
Whoa!
on the sign. I said, sorry. And then nobody, acknowledge my sorry. So I went, I'm really sorry. And then no one acknowledged again. So now I was just having fun with it. I went all the way up to get out of there. I was like, sorry, I didn't realize. Didn't know it was the quiet car. I really kind of douched it up.
Ooh, yeah, you douched.
It was kind of fun, though.
You would have hated you if that was you.
Of course. I hate myself, of course.
There you go. It all checks out.
But boy, they really talk about douche in the Keepers, too. They talk about cum and douche. It's very exciting.
Like real literal douche.
Literal douche.
How's that go down?
Well, because one of the things, I don't want to give too much away, but one of the things this guy did, he was in cahoots with this other guy
Uh-huh.
who was a, what do you call it, a ventriloquist? Not a ventriloquist, a...
Rapist?
Gynecologist.
Ah.
A lot of times I confuse ventriloquism with gynecologism.
Well, you got your hand up there. Things are working.
So,
You're moving lips.
So,
Oh, boy.
so anyways,
I get it.
he'd take her to the gynotriloquist, and...
Sarah?
No, this is in the movie, The Keeper.
Oh, sorry. I thought she went, you got a root canal and she got another canal.
Well, she goes to the...
She got a rotor-rooter.
She hasn't gone in a while, I don't think, but she probably will or soon.
Check that out.
I know, because my dick is covered in business.
Exactly.
Who knows what's going on? It could be a potpourri from my business.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this priest piece of shit, Maskell or Maskell, what a piece of human dog shit this guy is. But he would take him to this other guy who's a piece of shit. He's like Sandusky Paterno type of. He's the Paterno in the situation.
Aha.
He'd take him to this guy, and then
Joe Pat.
he would say, "You got to have your Pat Smear. You got to have your thing fucking checked out here."
Yeah.
And then he would fucking rape her, and then they would be like, "All right, subscribe her some douche."
Wow.
Yeah, he was a bad guy. They found him, and he's like, "I don't have anything to do with it." But you're like, "You're this fucking scumbag too."
Yeah. Wow, these douches are bad for you, I hear.
Yes, very bad.
Well, the others are really bad, but the ladies say that the douche, it's better to self-clean like an oven.
Yeah, you just stick a bar of soap up there, soap on a rope, and then you yank it out.
That's a thin soap, I hope.
Soap, I hope.
Yeah.
Well, my dick looks exactly like a bar of soap. It's a big ivory.
That's dope.
Did we lose Lori? Ah, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
jeez.
I don't think we should have women in here.
She's masturbating.
Sorry. Are you all right? All right.
I think the anal talk got her. She's about to slip off her chair. All right. Well, this is how you get sued, folks.
Well, anyways, we rode the quiet car all the way up there. We got the food tasting. It's going to be a hell of a wedding. We had a great
wait.
time. Tarrytown is really something.
I like Tarrytown. I love free food.
I should look at my notes.
No, you're good.
What do you got? What's going on
All
over there?
right.
Who'd you fuck?
Well, it's been a long weekend. I went down to Tejas.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Woo! Texas, folks. America's country. I don't know. It's a good time. Went down to Houston to do a place called the Secret Group.
Oh, that's the big new thing.
You know about this?
I know about the secret.
Not much of a secret. Great deodorant, by the way. It's all I use. But yeah, I go down there, and this is like, I just came from the Joke Joint in Houston, which is like South Houston or something, and it's brutal. It was like bombing every night, fucking whippa, was half the crowd, and the other half of the crowd was sleeveless Trump guys.
I'll be there July 21st and 22nd.
Good luck, fatty, because it ain't pretty.
I've been there.
All right, did you like it?
I enjoyed it.
Oh man, I hate it. It was my opener. Nice kid, but he was like, "I'm half Mexican, half white, so I'm gonna have a wall, but I'll build it or whatever." It's like, oh jeez, and just a hard weekend. A lot of hard living, hard loving, hard drinking. So now I was kind of reluctant to go back to Houston, but this is the other side of town. And this is like the UCB almost of Houston, like the Rafifi of Houston.
Oh.
And it was cool. It's in this warehouse behind a bar, and it was just packed out. Great time hanging in the green room with all the comics. All the comics are great. Andrew Youngblood, Dusty Rhodes.
Youngblood.
Kevin Iso was there.
Oh, wow.
Iso said, "Can I get a guest spot?" And, of course, the white guilt kicked in. I said, "You got it." And he goes up. Everybody killed. Had a great night. Hot show. Got some new stuff. A lot of Tuesdays. Want to thank the Twos for coming out. Got some cards. And we all got hammered after on the roof of the place. And I played the movie game, and it was like one of those epic movie game nights where we're all just shouting, drunk, and having a great time. And then I got back in my rental car and drove to my hotel. Barely made it home. And a lot of drunk driving.
Well, what can you do? It's Texas.
It's Texas. You gotta go hard.
When in Rome, drunk drive.
So I got back in my car behind, drove around the world. They call me the Wanderer. So I passed out, woke up, had to drive to San Antonio the next day with the worst hangover of my life. So I'm driving to San Antonio. It's a 3.5 hour, 4 hour ride. Got my head out the window. I'm sweating. I'm gagging. I almost yacked like 4 times in the car. Oof. Brutal.
And the heat. My God, the heat.
God, the heat. And so just, God, you forget driving. Like when you're alone, you feel every minute of driving. If you were there, it'd be a whole different ball game.
Yep.
You know, but it's like, 92 more miles to go. 89. Here we go.
It's very solitary.
Very
Solitude.
So I got the pods going. I got some music going. Finally get to San Antonio LOL Comedy Club. You've done there, huh?
I have, yeah. Did you see Mike Suarez?
He was my host.
Great guy.
Good egg, cute kid, just a real lovable mensch.
He's like Latin Stavros.
Ah, I'll take that. Yeah, different dick. But yeah, we had a great time, and we just really did it up. And he's so cute. He showed us all around San Antonio. Like he drove everywhere, and I'd be like, "Geez, I feel bad. You got to drive." He's like, "No." Took us to some authentic restaurants. We went to this Mexican joint at one night after going out drinking. It was open 24 hours, called Rick Ron.
Oh, is that the big, huge one with the bands and the flowers and the things?
Oh, we went there too, a different night.
Oh, that's a fun one.
But this was one night we got hammered and went there, and it was like sketchy as hell. You know, the food comes out on like silver plates, like almost metallic.
Oh, fun.
And, you get like a hoof or a snout or a tongue.
The hoof.
Yeah. So we really went hard there. And then there were these 2 guys waiting outside the restaurant. You could see through the glass door. And one of them had no shoes on. And he was
no service.
He was kind of like, this is it. Something's going to happen here. And I was like, oh, geez. It's 4 or 5 in the morning, pitch black, the middle of hell, dirt roads. And,
Gee whiz.
Yeah, but, we walked out and they walked in to eat, and it was fine.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah. Then the next night, we meet up with Doug Benson, who's in town to do Doug Loves Movies.
Oh, wow, Benson, he's all over that guy.
Yeah, he's great. He's really working. He only does 1 show a weekend, cleans up, sells it out, flies home.
Is it stand-up or he just does the pod
Just does
thing?
the pod.
Wow.
Packs out. His friends and family come and fans. They all have signs and posters. It's crazy. So he shows up. We go out to Perfect 10 Strip Club.
Oh!
Yeah. My God, did they use that term loosely?
Yeah, that's quite a title, Perfect 10.
Oh, there's a lot of 4s running around in there. Just saying.
I never fucked a 10, but one night I fucked 5 2s.
Carlin? Thank you. So that was a treat. A lot of C-section scars, bad tattoos, gross hair. It was rough. And, Doug Benson was telling me that a lot of these strippers, they don't even speak English. They're straight from Cuba. So they just get there, and then they're hired.
Oh, wow.
But I thought, if you don't speak English, you just walk around up to people going, Perfect 10, Perfect 10. They're like, who's this cocky bitch? So we leave there, then we go to that restaurant, the one, La Tierra or something crazy.
Oh, La Tierra.
Something like the one downtown with all the flowers and whatnot. It's huge.
Very colorful.
Very colorful.
And there's a little guy that comes by.
Yes, the color commentator. And we just, we went hard on that. So I was eating and drinking hard this weekend.
That's the problem with Texas. You go down there, it's nothing but queso and rice.
Beans and shit. Yeah, wanted to kill myself every morning. But got up, did some working out, went to Planet Fitness, went hard on that. The women in these gyms, they're all working on their asses. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, it's all wacky asses. I think a lot of people are getting these fake asses now.
Well, these gals are earning it.
But some, I think, they get the implant and then they work on it. And then they want their assholes licked, but they put up these big muscly barriers.
Well, you got to be a Mexican and get through the wall.
I can't lick into my tongue. It's very short. Look at.
You got to spread like a butter.
I'm trying to spread, but they got fake rubber butts in there.
Yeah, it's like a melted grilled cheese in there.
I could go for a melted grilled cheese.
Little tomato soup on a rainy day.
What about melted cheese on the anal?
Ooh, I've had those girls.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Ugh.
They could use a douching from Father Maskell.
Don't get the guac. So yeah, these girls with the butts, they're doing these squats in these shorts. It's
Short squats.
It's murder. But it really pumps you up because when they walk by, you put an extra 5 pounds on, try to show off. So yeah, so a lot of gym, hit the pool. I went to a Thai restaurant in in San Antonio. Worst Thai I've ever had in my life. The place was called Best Thai, ironically.
Really?
Yeah.
Boy, there's a lot of just big terms out there. Perfect 10, Best Thai,
Yeah.
First Chicken.
Big anal. Yeah, you're right. That's true. That's Texas. They go hard.
Go big or go home. Everything's bigger in Texas.
So then 420 rolls around, and now it's time to do Doug Loves Movies, which was just the funnest thing. It's this packed out room, and all these nerds, all they care about is movies, and we know our fair share of movie jizz. So,
Sure.
you know, I'm zinging, I'm zanging, but
Keepers.
there you go. So that was fun. Drinking on stage. They have donuts. You can throw donuts in the crowd. The place goes nuts.
What?
Yeah, it's a whole tradition. And that was a good time. Then Saturday early show. All my shows were light, but they were good crowds, but they were light. Plus, it's a big goddamn room in there.
This is San Antonio?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they got some problems over there.
They got some real poppies. So Saturday early show sticks around and comes around on 8 o'clock, and Doug goes, I'm going to watch you. I'm going to watch your set. I'm going to watch you do an hour. When, you know, as a comic, you're always like, oh, great. Shit. Here we go. So he sits in the room, and I bomb!
What?
I'm killing all weekend, but that crowd, it was like the date crowd. It was like old people and families and married people, and they hated me.
Ah.
Oh, it was so bad. So he was kind of like, oh, this guy's headlining? Okay.
Oh, jeez.
That's always the worst.
That's a bad feeling.
And then he was, you know, earlier he was like, we're going to hang out all night. Then after that bomb, he was like, I got to tuck her in, you know. And so he went home. That was a bummer. But then the next show was great. And then we went out again. And then Sunday rolls around. Now, you gave me a nice recommend day here. You said you're going to go to San Ann. You got to hit Two Bros BBQ.
Oh, Two Brothers. Those are the guys that delivered the furniture.
Yes.
Two Brothers, my favorite restaurant I've ever eaten at in my life, anywhere.
You know, I've been to a million BBQs, and a lot of them blend together.
Yep.
This, what a standout. Amazing food. So good. We got everything. I bought for the whole squad. It was the feature, the host, this other guy, and me. And I said, I'll buy. You feel like a real champ.
Yep.
And the bill came out to $70, which is a little off-putting.
Well, barbecue is a little spicy because you get the sides are $8 each, and then the beef and the business.
Some guy gets a Dos Equis, you get an iced tea. It all adds up. Mm-hmm. We got a couple fried pies, too.
Fried pie.
Yeah, you got a fried pie. Strawberry.
Never even heard of that. Huckleberry, blackberry.
Peach. So we got the pies. We picked out, they give a thing called a beef in a cup. And it's just a cup of beef, and they pour mac and cheese on it in a pint.
Oh, my God. I remember getting the big 16-ounce glass of mac and cheese. And then
Yeah.
they had the crushed ice with the Coke.
Oh, yeah.
And then the barbecue was so wet.
Yes.
It was like an anus after I'm done with it.
And it just comes out on a slab on a piece of butcher paper.
Yes.
I love it. And there's 18 sauces. I put every single sauce on. They got the fixins bar with the pickles, the onions, the jizz, all kinds of carrots and whatnot.
Who told you to put the sauce on?
I didn't tell you to put the sauce on. So, yeah, we had a great meal, and just everybody's oh, let me try that chicken thigh. Let me try the brisket. Ah, it melts in your mouth. Ah, it really does melt.
It melts, baby.
So we were jizzing and jazzing all over this so hard that one of the guys came over who works there and goes, what are you guys up to? What are you, from uptown? And we're from New York. He goes, oh, you're from New York. We got to show you the smokers. So I was like, great. He's like, Justin's out back smoking up the meat right now. So we go out back. There's these giant pits. And this big guy with a beard, I took a picture of it on my Instagram. He's just got racks of ribs coming out of a Yeti cooler.
Wow.
And he's just throwing them on these fucking grills. And it was amazing. And I talked to the guy. He's the gayest man on the planet.
Really?
He's got this big blonde beard. He's like, well, I like cats. Dogs are a little much for me. You know, it's like, holy shit. We got a big gay smoker.
Wow.
So, boy, we had a great time. He's telling, I like to light it at 250, but my friend, he goes 260 degrees. It was insane. The gayest man on the planet is fucking hawking meats all over town.
Wow, that's
It was
exciting.
It looked like a lumberjack. So, that was fun.
Like Matt.
Yes.
We have a new producer.
Yeah, Shelby died. The AIDS. So, then we go, well, what do we do now, Mike Suarez? And he goes, let's get some ice cream. And I go, you got it. So we go to Pearl Brewery. Did you go there?
Pearl Brewery. That doesn't ring a taint.
It's kind of it's very like a she area. It's by the Emma Hotel, which is like their big cool hotel.
Oh.
And it's kind of like their Ace. But it's an old brewery. And we go there and we really did it up. We got ice cream at Lick. That's what it's called.
Lick. Boy.
Yeah, you know about that, Lori.
It could be a titty bar.
Yeah.
Perfect 10 lick.
So we go to Lick, and they have goofy flavors like goat cheese and beets, you know.
I don't care for the goofy ice cream.
I know you don't.
We've talked about it before. I like a chocolate chip, 2 scoops, and let's call it a day.
Well, I went and I said, let me see this, and I did about 18 tastings, which I feel guilty about, but I don't want to put any goat cheese in my asshole without a taste. You know what I mean? So you get the little spoons.
I love the Little Spoons. Great name for a band, by the way. The Little Spoons.
Veter. So we go to town on the Lick, and then we do the show that night. Horrible last show. Always a bum when the last show sucks.
Yeah.
And that hurt.
Those Sunday shows can be tricky.
Yeah. But then we're in the bar area before the show, and this guy comes up. This is kooky. Good-looking guy, beard, hot girlfriend, like smoking hot, cans, cleavage, the whole thing. And they were
Cans.
sweet as pie. Like, we drove here from Fort Worth, and I was like, oh, man, 5-hour drive. Jeez Louise. And they see the worst show. I am bombing. The crowd hates me. It's not going well. And they wait after the show, and they go, hey, look, we like you. We love the special. That was fun. Don't worry about them. Let me buy you a drink. And I go, I'm trying not to drink. And I drank. And then this other couple, these 2 women, they were like, we drove here from Austin. We're going to come back and see Joe when he goes to wherever the hell you're going. Are you going to Cap City?
Cap City.
Yeah, they're going to that. And they were super nice, and we talked comedy for like 3 hours. We went to Twin Peaks.
Oh.
And we just got food and talked comedy, and it was great.
Wow.
And how about this? The guys who had the hot chick, she got hammered, and she was like, I'll tell you later, but she was up to no good.
Frisky.
Frisky! That's the word.
Could have used a lap around the old bum.
So yeah, that was it. Then I flew back here, and I was going to go to the Memorial Day shindig, but it rained out.
Rained out.
Yeah.
So we watched The Keepers.
Guess what I'm doing tonight?
I don't know.
Peter Luger's.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, never been.
It's exciting.
Have you been?
I've been.
What's the deal?
It's steak. It's expensive. It's fun. It feels like a thing, you know.
Too expensive?
I don't know. Not too expensive. It's less expensive than a group of, barbecue.
That's true. Well, that came out to 68 or so.
Well,
so
if
this
it's drink,
might be
it's
more.
probably more expensive, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, boy. All right. Never been. Is it cash?
It's pretty cash. I think it's cash only, though.
I know. That's how they fuck you.
Cash only.
Aha.
It's pretty cash, yeah.
Cash
You
only.
wear jeans and what you're wearing is probably fine.
Oh, all right. Great. I won't
yeah.
shower.
Yeah, ditch the flip-flops, though.
These are clogs.
Whatever.
All right. We got to wrap this up, folks. That's it. We're back in New York. We got places to be, shows to do, and anals to lick. Where are you going to be, Fatty?
Oh, my God. Where aren't I going to be is a better question, but it would take a lot longer to answer. God, I don't even know what I'm looking at here anymore. I'm all topsy-turvy. I got a numb mouth. Let's see. Oh, Westport, Connecticut. I want to plug this one because I know we got a lot of New England folks. June 17th, Comedy Treehouse. June 17th, Treehouse Comedy in Westport, Connecticut. Check out my website. I got all the details up there. Check out my website, comedianjoelist.com. I got all the links up there. I'm at Magooby's the weekend after that, June 22nd through the 24th. And then we're doing a live Tuesdays with Stories in Philadelphia at Helium on the 21st of June. Suck my dick and call it a love story. That's going to be something. Westport, June 17th. Don't forget that Houston Joke Joint, July 21st, 22nd. Governors, July 28th and 29th. And check out that website. Tweet my cone and go retweet it or something. And check out my last album. It's so much better than all the shit I have now. I got to really make some changes. What about you? Where are you at?
Well, I want to thank everybody in Laugh Boston for coming out. Then I got a Conan coming out on the 7th. So that's like a week away.
Whoa,
or
nothing.
actually, that's just out, right?
No, it's out on this week. When's June? I don't even know what the days are.
It's a
anymore.
Wednesday.
Yeah, it's out tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Check it
I'm
out
on
tomorrow,
Conan.
baby.
And
Big checkout.
I just did Fallon, so I wanted to go a little edgier on this one, and he's letting me get away with some crazy shit. So
Yeah, they're really nice. So get fucking wild. Check it out.
check it out,
Set
folks.
the DVR now.
And then come see me in Omaha, Nebraska. Lord knows I'm going to need you. I'm at the Vega. Oh, no, I'm at the Hard Rock Casino in Sioux City, Iowa. I'm at the Mill in Iowa City. I'm all over this weird middle of the country. Then I'm in Lincoln, Nebraska at the Vega.
Ooh.
Then I'm doing the Great American Comedy Festival. Long Island, baby. Come to Governors on the 23rd of June. Thank God. Wise Guys, Salt Lake City. And Hilarities in Cleveland coming back to you. Funny Bone, Liberty Township. I'm going to Ireland for the Vodafone. Syracuse, New York, Funny Bone, Toronto, you name it. I'm gay. We're going to get kooky. Let's get gay. I'll see you in hell. Royal Oak, Michigan, too. Check out the pod. You're listening to it. Check out the Twitter, the Facebook page. Yell at Chipotle. Get a Casper. And praise Allah.
And lick your wife's ass. She'll like it. I
She's
promise.
dying for it.
If your relationship is on the ropes or the wriggles, whatever.
The rocks.
Stick the rocks. Stick your tongue deep inside of her asshole.
You heard it here first, folks.
Get it in there, and if you get a disease, see Dr. Ben.
Yeah, he does teeth, but either way,
Well, use your teeth.
Jesus.
This has been a Stand Up Labs production, powered by digital media. Subscribe to new and archive episodes wherever you listen to podcasts, and find all of our shows at standuplabs.nyc.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Aha.